Have you ever heard of someone say, that food's really bad for you, you shouldn't have any? On the other hand, have you also heard someone say, this food is really good for you, it's a superfood, you should have some? So if you struggle with that uncomfortable feeling in your belly where you eat too much and it's a pattern, it's a little bit embarrassing, maybe a lot embarrassing, where you're hiding out, you're ashamed of it, I want you to listen real quick for 3 reasons why thinking about food as good or bad is just gonna screw you up and it's gonna hold you back from a more natural relationship with your body. So in Weight Loss Enlightenment, we go against the grain of mainstream weight loss. Mainstream weight loss purported by doctors, diet programs, health programs, or whatever. They say food is good or bad, right? But here's the thing. These good or bad foods, first of all, the number one reason is it's based on averages. So average, it takes a lot of data and it gives you a number. But that big amount of data doesn't take into context the individual person, and that individual person is you. So you might be not eating certain foods because you think they're bad when they really would actually be good for you. And likewise, you might be eating certain foods because they're good even though they don't resonate with your body. So when you think of terms of good or bad, it gets you out of your body and you're listening to someone external from you instead of going within. That's the first reason. The second reason is that the context of good or bad foods is just not there. So for example, if you're really busy, like we all are in Silicon Valley, I'm in South Bay right now, I don't know where you are, but I'm in South Bay, and if I'm running around all day and I haven't eaten, what's gonna be better for me? A big pizza or some broccoli? Pizza's typically thought of as bad, broccoli's typically thought of as good. But in context of me being hungry because I haven't eaten the whole day, pizza's gonna be the thing that's actually gonna fill my body up, give me the energy my body needs. So when you're reading those books or doing those programs like, whatever, Whole30 or whatever, they can give great advice, but unless it's taken in context where you're attuned to your body, then the message of good or bad is gonna screw you up. Because if you're starving and you have broccoli because it's good, guess what? Your body's gonna be in a caloric deficit. You're gonna go into deprivation. You're gonna end up eating uncontrollably. And that's gonna cause you that uncomfortable feeling because you were thinking in terms of good or bad. Now, don't get me wrong. It's very common to think in terms of good or bad. It's very common to think of terms of good or bad. It's very common. Yeah. The third reason is the interpretation of scientists and authority figures are constantly reinterpreting what it means to be good. This is the most frustrating part about mainstream health, is that every year, every month, every few years, whatever, new research comes out that says this is healthy, this is not healthy, this is good, this is bad. There's so much information out there that you give up on interpreting it all. Give up on researching all the best things, especially if you're at a point right now where you're still struggling with that uncomfortable feeling of fullness. Worrying about all this nutrition it's not where you're at right now. Where you're at right now is you got to listen to your body to start seeing what foods feel good to you. All right. So when you think in terms of good or bad, you're thinking and you're avoiding different foods, and it's making you feel bad when you end up eating these bad foods, and some of these foods might even be good for you. It's a crazy thing. And then the people who are telling you that this food is good, this food is bad, they're changing it every few months. They're like, oh no, that's not good. That's fine. So really you gotta enlighten yourself. You gotta go within. You really gotta be attuned to your body, noticing how foods feel to you. Especially, this is the hard part, after you eat. This is really important, is that you are mindful of the effects of food on your body. This is how naturally thin people are able to navigate these times without following a diet plan. The naturally thin person, I guarantee you, you have a friend who is naturally thin. They don't follow a diet plan. They kind of eat whatever they want to. It's because they're listening to their body. That's what weight loss enlightenment is about. It's about giving up all the external information and going within and becoming a naturally enlightened eater. That's what I call it. Now, I have a free introductory course. It gives you a lot of information on this stuff. You can just click on the link in my Facebook bio. It'll take you to it. Enjoy. If you have any questions, let me know. Lastly, I will be covering this good and bad topic Saturday at 12 p.m. at the Northside Rivermark Library. I hope to see you there. If you have any questions, just direct message me. That's it. I need to come up with like a catchphrase. If you have any ideas on a catchphrase, namaste. Namaste. Have a good day.